Hello everyone, this is just a dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between these two robot vacuum cleaners. On the left, I got the Roborock Qrevo Master. And on the right, this is the Roborock Qrevo Pro. We've got a big mess to clean up here. We got some muddy paw prints. We've got a big mess on carpet over here. We're going to see how they clean up, and even this corner has a mess. But first, let's talk about the robot vacuum cleaners. So they both have a clean water tank. This is where you're going to put the clean water. You can put a little bit of Roborock solution, but you've got to manually put it in there. I normally put about 2 capfuls or just about 2 dumps in there real quick. This is the dirty water tank. So this is where all the dirty water is going to go after it washes the mop pads. So what's going to happen is it's going to come over here and mop this. We're going to get a little bit of smearing, but the robot's going to come back over here, wash that. The mop pads are going to trap all that dirt. Take it to the base station, get cleaned, and then the dirty water will go up here. Now, both base stations have a dirt detect technology. So when they mop up this dirty area right here and come back to the base station, it's going to monitor that water going up to the dirty water tank. If it sees that that water is dirtier than normal, it's going to tell the robot, okay, go back to the place where you just mopped and remop it. Now, I don't know exactly what that threshold is, but we're going to see if we can get the robot to do it. I have had the robot do that, and it's really cool to watch. Now, both of these have a dust bin. They're going to auto-empty. The dust bin is going to go around and collect it's going to vacuum your house. Then it's going to come back to the docking station, and then everything will get vacuumed out into this dust bin. It auto-empties this dust bin. So you will have to change this once in a while. It's super easy to change. Just pull this gray tab here. The dust bag comes out, and then you put a new one in. Now, Roborock calls this Pro the base station 2.0. They called the Master the base station 3.0. So there are a couple differences. One of the differences is the cleaning, where it cleans the mop pads. So here we have this tray. This one does have a little nicer tray. It's got these scrapers, and there's these little motors that turn them so that when it's cleaning the mop pads, it's also cleaning the bottom of this tray, which you can see it does get a little dirty once in a while, but that's not that big of a deal to take this tray over to the sink and actually clean it. And there's also a cleaning function in the app. So on the Master, there's a feature in the app where you can go in and we can clean this, do a self-cleaning with it. Now, they both will wash the mop pads with hot water. So they're both able to heat the water that's going to wash the mop pads, and then they can suck it up into the dirty water tank. They both have dirt detection technology that they can tell the robot to go re-mop an area. And if we look down there, they're both going to charge the robot and fill the robot up. Both robots have an internal tank that they're going to fill up with clean water. And then that's where they auto-empty through there. Okay, let's take a look at the actual robots. They both have LiDAR navigation. Now, this one's a little bit taller, just about 1/8 of an inch taller. The LiDAR navigation's looks different, but it acts the same. It's just a little bit smaller, looks like. Both have a home and a clean button. They both have a bumper technology. Now, the sensor on the front is going to be different. This Pro does not have a camera. It has what they call reactive tech. It's using lasers to identify things like shoes and everything to avoid as far obstacles. Whereas over here, it also has that reactive AI, but it also has a camera on the front. Now, since it has a camera on the front, it can take a picture of the obstacle and send it to you on the smartphone. You can also treat this like a video call. You can tell the robot to go to a certain room, and you can communicate it with your phone. If say you're another state away, you can use this like a robot and then have a video conversation through it. This does not have any kind of that video technology at all. Now, here's the dust bins on both. This one's got a lid you take off. Let's take a look at the dustbin. This one's the filter's a little bit bigger, and the Master, the filter's a little bit smaller, and it's in the top. So it's a little different how they're doing it. This one, the Pro, has a big area right here that the filter's butted up against. Both those filters you're going to have to take off once in a while and clean.
Dustbin installed.
Okay, now let's take a look at the bottom. One single brush roller. This is for vacuuming on the Pro. The Master has 2. The mopping pads are the same, and they can raise and lower them the same. And they also have a flexible arm on one of the mop pads. So we'll see that in the future here. But it can move that mop pad to the side when it's up against the wall. Both of them have that. Both of them have the little water where they put on top of it because they have a pump on the inside with a tank that they wet the mop pad while they're mopping. And again, both of them can raise and lower the mop pads 10 millimeters. And they have the same carpet sensor right here. They can sense carpet automatically. So once it senses carpet, it just raises the mop pads. And when it goes back to linoleum or hardwood floors or a surface that's not carpet, it lowers the mop pads. Now, the side brush, this is fixed on the Pro. The Master, it can move it. So when you get into a corner, it'll extend it so that it can get everything in the corner, kind of like the mop pad. They both have drive wheels. They've got the fall off sensors. These are sensors that you got to wipe off once in a while so they don't fall down the stairs. They're just little windows.
Charging.
Now you can get both of these. You can get the Pro in white or black, and you can get the Master in white or black. Now the Pro, the one on the right, has 7,000 pascals of suction, and the Master has 10,000 pascals of suction.
Starting selective room cleaning.
Okay, so we're going to have the Pro clean this room first. Now, both of them are going to wash the mop before they start working. That's going to do two things. That's going to clean the mop, but it's also going to get the mop pad nice and wet so that when it starts mopping, it can start working right away. And again, both robots will be spraying a little bit of water from their internal tank on top of that mop pad to keep it wet. Now, what is going to happen is, again, it has to go over here and grab that dirt, and hopefully it stays in the mop pad, comes back. Now we will get some smearing on the first pass, but I've got this where it's going to do one pass this way and then the next one this way. And then hopefully it's going to come back to the base station, wash the mop pads, see that was really dirty dirt, and go back automatically. Again, this is an automatic feature. The base station is going to say, hey, go back and remop that area.
Resuming cleaning.
Okay, here it's going to start cleaning. Okay, it's going to start cleaning. It lowered the mop pads and now it's mopping. Mopping and vacuuming. And there it's extending the side arm. All right, it started mopping too. And both of them can auto sense carpet, and it's going to lift the mop pads automatically and just increase the suction power because it's on carpet. There we go. So it can extend the mop pad, it can't extend the side brush. Now, it does leave a spot right here, but it knows about that, and it's going to come back and remop this area that it was not able to mop because the mop was extended. And here it's getting that area that it left. Yeah, that was a lot of coffee I put over there. All right, again, we got a little bit of smearing. After it does the perimeter of the room, it's going to go back and forth and do the straight lines now. And it's going to do 2 passes in this room. Doing a pretty good job so far. That was a really tough muddy paw prints, and this is a big mess on carpet. It's going on the second pass. Now both of them do a really good job of mapping your house, and they can show you live where the robot is on the map. So now it's going to go this other direction for the second pass. The first pass was this way, now the second pass is going to be this way. And when it's all done with this, it will go back and wash the mop pads. So we got almost all of that mud. Now there is some smearing. I'm hoping it'll do a remop. So it did a really good job of getting everything off this carpet. It did leave a little bit of the coffee, but I did put quite a bit of coffee there. But where I had normal dust and debris, it did okay. A little bit of streaking right here. Okay, the job's all done. It's going to come back to the docking station. It's going to wash them up with hot water. Now, if it doesn't detect a bunch of dirt, then it's just going to start drying the mop pad, and it'll blow hot air on the mop pad. They both do it 2 to 4 hours. That's to help prevent odor. It's also going to auto empty the dust bin.
Wash the mop.
Okay, here it's going to wash the mop. It's going to take about 2 minutes. Now the Pro is able to see obstacles, but it doesn't take a picture of them. Like that cone there. It said that that was an obstacle, but it just doesn't take a picture of it.
Mop washed. Resuming
Okay, we got a remopping event. So the base station said the water was too dirty and it's going to remop the area. And here's what it looks like. Okay, so it's going to only mop, it's not vacuuming. And since the mop pads are clean, it's going to be getting what is left over on the floor. This is called a remopping event. And again, the app will say this. And so it's getting the floor clean. Wow, it's doing a great job. And that's the base station. It's only able to do this with the water. If it vacuums an area that's really dirty, it's not able to go back and re-vacuum. Just mopping. Yeah, this area looks pretty clean. That was a pretty big mess. Okay, now the event is all done. It remopped. Now it's going back to the base station. And the Pro is washing the mop one last time. So now I've got a new mess, and we're going to see how the Master does. I'm going to start the Master cleaning this room. It's going to wash its mop pads and then start. Okay, it's going to wash its mop.
cleaning.
Okay, it's going to start. It's done washing the mop. It's going to clean this room. There, it extended the sidearm. Now the Master might be a little bit louder because of the double brush roller. You can kind of hear those brush rollers hitting the floor a little bit more. The Pro only had one brush roller. So we did get a little bit of smearing there. Whoops, I would have liked to have seen a little bit better obstacle avoidance than that. But it did auto lift the mop pads. So it did extend the arm and get a lot of that coffee in the corner. And it can extend the mop pad now and get right underneath the kitchen cabinets. It's vacuuming that carpet very well with its double brush roller. Now the Master is able to take pictures of the obstacles. I'll click on that green shoe, and it took a picture of my shoe. Now that is off by default, so I had to go into the app and give it permissions to turn that camera on. So it's doing its second pass. The first pass was this way, now it's going to do the second pass this way. Second pass is doing a pretty good job. But I'm hoping it's going to go back and wash that mop pad and give us a re-mopping event, a dirt detect event. Because it is smeared a little bit. But if it could wash that mop pad and come back, I think it could recapture the rest of that dirt. Okay, so it's all done. It's going to come back to the base station and wash the mop pad. And again, the dustbin is full, so it's going to auto empty it also, but it's going to wash the mop pad with hot water first. And hopefully when the water is going up into the dirty water bin, that sensor will detect that, hey, it was really dirty water. You need to go back and remop that area because we do have some streaks.
To wash the mop. Dustbin.
Okay, it's going to empty the dustbin now. It's all done washing the mop.
Washed. Resuming.
Okay, we got a dirt detect remop. All right, so it was able to detect that water was really dirty, and now it's going to go back and remop this area. And that's what it's doing. And we know that by seeing it on the app, remopping. And so it's remopping. It doesn't turn the vacuum on, it's only mopping. I think it's going to get that film. Yeah. It left a little bit of the dried film. Let's see, but it's got to do another pass. Yep, it's doing a good job. There's a little bit left. Yeah, it did a good job. There was a little bit left there. I think it got it. Okay, it's done with the remopping event and going back to the base station. So if you need a robot with the video camera on the front that can take a picture of the obstacle and also do video calling, the Qrevo Master is a good one to get, but I think they both clean about the same. And I really do like the Qrevo Pro. They both have that dirt detect technology. So I hope this video helps. Thanks everybody for watching. Okay, so one thing I noticed both of them did this. During the remopping, they don't do the corners again. I wish they just did the center part, that's good. I guess I'm being nitpicky, but I would have liked to have seen it like do the entire room again. Now, I don't want it to do the carpet because it was definitely just a remopping event, so maybe that's why they don't do it. There was a little bit of coffee. The coffee's pretty hard to pick up, and this floor might have been a little wet from the earlier one, from the first one. But it does extend that side brush. Okay, so now we're gonna do the carpet test. Now, they both don't do a very good job with obstacle avoidance like this fake dog poop I've got. In the detailed videos, they both ran it over, even iPhone cables, but they do love to see shoes and pedestals like that. Okay, I'm doing the history for the Pro. And this is where it cleaned the kitchen. The dirt map, when it's that color, it does a remopping. But if it's this color, it won't do a remop. So that means a dirty level that it remopped. And we can see if I go, this is the Pro. If I go to, I don't know if its history is available yet. Yes, it is. So the dirt map on it, same thing. So this technology looks to be the same. Okay, so I told the Pro to go start cleaning that room, and I'm going to tell the Master. Okay, so here's the Pro, and yeah, right away. Oh boy, didn't waste any time, did you? Now, I do think the Master, with its double brush roller, it is designed for more carpet. It was a little noisier on hardwood floor, whereas that one was a lot quieter on hardwood floor. But so maybe if it comes down, if you have more carpet. This thing's climbing this pedestal. But I think this one it's doing a good job vacuuming. This one can't get away from the pedestal. Come on, you can do it. There you go. And they really did redesign the dust bin. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, I think I get why they did it, because if it's on the top of the dust bin, maybe the particles won't stick to it as badly, where on that one it's on the back side, so everything's going to get sucked into the dust bin and go right against the filter. So maybe that's it. Again, if that's the case, I think they just need to say, we improved the Pro with the new dustbin that helps with, but then that would tell people that there's something wrong with the old one. So, and they love selling old ones. I mean, they're still selling the original Qrevo. And this is they're up to about the 6th version now. The Max V I got, and it's pretty much obsolete. If you can get it at a really good price, it's a good vacuum. It's basically a Pro without the flexi arm in the front. Now the Pro is on sale for $800 right now. I did buy both these with my own money. I had to pay full price for it's so new. It's not on sale yet. $1,600 for the Master. That's too expensive in my opinion. I mean, it's going to be very apparent unless you absolutely need that video technology part. This is the one to get. I mean, when you can save that much money, again, this has a bigger filter, which I like. Okay, so that That didn't stick to the back wall. I was expecting all that there, but...
Dustbin installed.
Again, single brush roller.
Continue returning to dock.
And again, I know they have different pascals of suction, but I think that's just when they're on high. So, you know, you're going to use the AI probably, where the Roborock app determines what needs cleaned and how. So is it going to run around on the actual maximum it can all the time? No. Yeah. Good job. Good job.
Move the robot to a new location and restart. Resuming zone clean.
Standby.
You know, so that pascals of suction is, what's your opinion on that? They give a really high number, but I had a light bulb moment today, or maybe it was yesterday, when I'm doing these reviews going, well, I would always tell people, this one's got 11, this one's got whatever. But I'm like, well, I don't run them on high. So, you know, they normally run on like a lower speed because they want to save battery. And so what's your opinion on that? Granted, they have the higher capability, but are you going to have it? I guess you have the option to put it in that. Okay, so maybe you have the option. You could customize each room and be like, the pet sleeps in here. I want this room on max, because you can do that in the custom settings. That's what's really nice. So maybe that is a good thing, because there may be some rooms you're like, I want this on high. It is dirty. In other rooms you're like, nope. Kids have moved out. There's no one in here. This room isn't getting very dirty. So just do a quick dusting in there and then it's done. Whereas where our dog sleeps, that thing needs to be vacuumed on high. So I am going to be comparing this one to the Ecovacs T30S, because the Ecovac says it has that dirt detect technology. So we'll put it to the test. Join me for that experience. We're going to have fun comparing it to the T30. This is the T30 with the side broom. The T30 is exactly the same without the, you know, they should have included the stick part. You know, that's extra. That's just a little handheld shop vac, or a little car vac. Okay, so we're going to auto empty everything.
Charging.
Oh, we're going to empty dirty water tanks also. And there's that smart. I wish these things just emptied every time they came back to the dock, but they don't. Okay, kind of forgot about you. You're doing an okay job. You're going to leave that because there was something there probably.
Returning to dock.
Let's take a
Pause.
look.
Dustbin removed.
Boy, everything kind of stuck to that filter. I don't know if that's a better design or not. I mean, they would know better. Boy, that sure seems a lot smaller, doesn't it? I don't know that I would want a smaller dustbin.
Dustbin installed. Continue.
See, I've even got it on max and it didn't auto empty. Huh. I mean, I'm sure it's okay, but I like things to auto empty every time they go back. But I turned it on manually. You can turn it on manually in the dock settings. Okay, let's empty the dirty water tanks. All right. You can see it's actually, wow, it did a great job. You definitely want to rinse these out. They will start to stink on you. Okay, let's grab this one here. Yeah, oh boy. Really dirty. Might be a little dirtier. Wow. Okay, they both use the exact same app. It looks to be the exact same. There's a few features that you don't have in the Master that you do have in the Pro. Or is it, no, it's the Master is the most expensive. So there's a few things that are missing, but for the most part, they're the same. It maps your house the same, divide the rooms. I didn't see any difference at all in the LiDAR navigation. Now let's check my scoring. So here's all the robots I've scored. This has been fun. Look at all the robots. Scores. But anyway, Pro, Master, okay. They both got a 94A, which is really good. But The Master got dinged on price. That's a pretty expensive price. And obstacle avoidance. They both did. Obstacle, I gave this one a 3. I probably could have gave it a 2 because it seems to be about the same. This one did not seem any better other than it takes pictures. They're both 10 millimeters sound-wise. This one got a 5 because of price. So, and this one got a 3 because of price. And look who has showed up. What are you doing? We just cleaned up all your muddy paw prints. I tell you, you're making a mess. But that's okay. We got plenty of robots to take care of it. Huh? I think she just had to let me know Amazon was here. She's barking her head off. Huh? Being a good girl. Miss Fiona. Good girl. Well, now the Pro it's on sale right now for $800. Retails for $1,000. So again, I bought both these with my own money. $800, absolutely. It's going to go that the Pro. There's just these names. The Qrevo. I almost wish they would have just come out with like a different name, like the Lightning and the Taurus. You know, be easier. But so that one over there, the black one, the Pro, $800. I highly recommend it. I'll put a link to it underneath the show description notes. If you click on the link, the product won't cost you anymore, but I will get a commission from the sale. It is a way of helping support my channel. That way I can continue to do these honest reviews. Again, I bought these with my own money. I can say whatever I want. I wasn't contacted by Roborock. The Master, too expensive right now, $1,600, unless you absolutely need that technology. Roborock loves to put their stuff on sale, so I'll look for it to go on sale. This is full price right now. They typically don't stay at full price too long, maybe 2 or 3 months. Definitely around the holidays they're going to go on sale, but right now that Pro's on sale for $800. So you can get 2 of those for 1 of these. So, wow, that's when you put it that way, it's kind of a no-brainer. But I wanted to show you this docking station is a little bit more advanced. They call it the 3.0. I think they both rewash the mop, you know. And again, they don't tell you a whole lot about it, about how it can wash the mop a little bit better if it senses that it's dirty. So that's really hard to tell. I guess I'd have to time each time it washed the mop. So the Master will probably, I'll put that up for a while. You'll maybe compare it to the Qrevo Max V. I'm not sure yet. I don't like expensive vacuums. I think I like these budget. I want to get the most for my money. Right now, the most for my money is the Pro, or the Pro. Yeah. So I'm all about saving money and this is my money. Like I'm not going to return it, but I would probably return that one and keep that one if I had to choose. But I'm going to keep them because it's the right thing to do, and I'll do a comparison with it later. Or maybe if they put it on sale, people will be asking me, hey, now compare it to the X40 and all of that. So I don't think it's in the game. I don't think it's in the ballpark of the X40 right now. Price-wise it is, but I think the X40 is a little bit better. I will be maybe comparing that one. But this one, this T30, this EcoVax, this is going to be a good comparison. I'm anxious. I have not seen this dirt detect yet because typically I'm not around. Like, these have cleaned my house for a week now, and I typically just, mainly when I'm done video and I press clean and I go upstairs and it cleans my house, I come back, they're always at the base station. So even though, again, they're obstacle avoidance, I get really, these things make it back to their base station. They're not like a Roomba. Roomba's 75% of the time make it back to the base station. These actually make it back every time. I haven't had to go find one of these. So with that being said, their obstacle avoidance is actually pretty good. It's just if you do leave a toy on the ground or a cable, it will run it over. And here we have the game changer, the Eufy S1 Pro. I've been using this a lot too. This one's got the full brush roller, kind of like a Tenneco, and a dirty water tank. This is game changer. This is all new. Different, and it has LiDAR. Don't let it fool you. There is LiDAR. It's just underneath here. So let me know in the comments what you would want to see compared. I mean, I'm just guessing what the next one is, but I need to listen. And I bought both of these because of viewers. I was not planning on buying either one of these. And everybody kept saying, everybody kept saying, buy the Master, buy the Master, buy the Master. I'm like, it's so expensive. Then I saw the Pro, and then I saw, well, it went on sale for $800. So I'm like, okay, I'll buy the Pro. And everybody's like, buy the Master, buy the Master. So then I'm like, okay, I will buy the Master. I'm glad I did. This was a great video. Definitely shows the comparisons. I mean, this might be Roborock's future, some of this technology, but man, I love getting more. I love paying less and getting a lot. So thank you to everybody in the comments. I go through the comments. I can't read every single one, but because I have a lot of older videos and sometimes those comments I don't get to read. But on these newer videos, those tend to show up at the top, and I do tend to look at those a little bit more. Also looking for a statement. I'm looking for, I'm going to use my logo, just a dad, but I'm looking for what my statement of my channel, like the best honest reviews. That sounds a little cliche, but I'm going for something like that, like the most honest reviews, or your dad reviewed honestly, or something. I'm looking for kind of a statement of what my business, what my brand is going to be. I have words like honesty, you know, you just things that like different thing. I don't know. I'm really struggling with this, but I need to come up with like a saying that this is my channel, and I want to put that in my header on my channel, and let people, when they come to my channel, they know, okay, you're going to find how-tos, how to fix, how to set up, and reviews, and then comparisons. Like, how do you sum all of that up? Like, so if you could leave in the comments, I really would appreciate it. I'm really struggling with this. And there's just some really brilliant minds out there. I get the comments. Some of the comments I get, I'm like, you should be writing books, because this is such an elegant written comment. I'm like, wow, somebody who knows how to write. So these are fun to read. So be sure and check me out on Facebook. I have 2 pages on Facebook. I have a group page and a Facebook page. I do free giveaways over there. I really would appreciate a follow. It's kind of behind the scenes. You know, you'll see what the latest videos coming out are and different things. It's a great way to communicate with me. I'm also on Instagram. That's also another way. You'll see behind the scenes of kind of what's going on in future projects. And I'm also on TikTok. We have a lot of fun over on TikTok. Just kind of creative videos. Nothing too in depth, but kind of just some neat videos. And I got lots of good videos coming out. I mean, I bought these with my own money. This was super expensive. That's the Pro, that's the Master, the Qrevo. Wow. I mean, these are going to be some interesting videos coming out, because I've learned so much. Just when you think you know a lot about robot vacuum cleaners, you'll get one and you learn even more. So I'm excited to share with you what I've learned. Come join me on this journey of robot vacuum cleaners. I've got the EcoVacs, very popular with this little handheld vacuum. That's the T30. I've got the Dream X40. I just put the brand new brush roller in the X40, the one with the little cutter. I got a video on that, so be sure. It did okay. Eufy X10 Pro Omni getting a little, there's starting to be some competition, but great price point, 650 bucks. Obsolete already. That's the Qrevo Max V. Paid $1,600 for that. It's already been surpassed, and it's not even 6 months old. X30, yes. Eureka, there's a good vacuum. That was on sale for Prime Days for 300 bucks. Normally 400 bucks. It does mopping and self-empty, and it has, guess what? It has LiDAR. That one I recommend for a good budget vacuum cleaner. And we've got the L20, the Dream L20. That's the more Roombas. That's the J5. Do lots of vacuum cleaner reviews. Got the these are all Tinicos over here. I've got a bunch of Tinicos, which Tinico to buy. The Shark Mess Masters. These compete with the Hydrovacs that they used to have. This is the brand new Mess Masters. More Roombas, Roborock. I do have the new, it's not here yet, but iRobot just released a brand new vacuum cleaner, robot vacuum cleaner. It's pretty much like that, except it cleans the mop pad by moving the robot back and forth, which I'm not sure about. These are some awesome budget ones. The Shark AI. This is the white Shark AI, typically on sale for $300. Eufy L60, under $300. An amazing robot vacuum cleaner. Guess what? They both have LiDAR. And here was the deal. This is called the Shark Blue. It was an open box. I don't think they make it anymore, but it was an open box for $177 off of Amazon and Walmart. And they had a bunch of these. And they go in and out of stock. So you got to kind of keep looking for it. LiDAR navigation, $177. It just works. And I just got the brand new Keurig K Duo. They've got a brand new Keurig out. And if you're thinking of upgrading, or I've got videos on Ring, which I thought was the latest and greatest, but it's not. I've got all the videos on how to set up all these Ring video doorbells and cameras. And I thought they were going to be the latest and greatest, but something has surpassed them. And it's not Blink. Now, I have videos on Blink. I've had Blink cameras for over 3 years. They work, very basic, but there is something better. Eufy Security. So I love it. I bought all these with my own money. And I've got it installed at my house. And I just recently installed some of these cameras at my son's work because he was wanting cameras that record 24/7, but no monthly fee. These are good. It's on my Just a Dad tips. That's where I don't do vacuum cleaners over there and stuff. I'm a firm believer in these, and I'm a firm believer from experience, not because they've never contacted me. They're not paying me. I bought all these are expensive, and that was in the there's a whole no monthly fee. So you can pay a little bit more, and they have tracking. So one camera can track, and it can replace those fixed cameras. You may have to have 2 or 3 fixed cameras to watch something, but with something that tracks, you may not need that many. So game changer. I can't stress this enough. I am super excited. Lots of videos on these. Again, I'm not sponsored. I just believe in them, and I'm using them, and I actually installed them at my son's work. He loves them, and I am learning about them. So if you're familiar with my channel, sometimes I don't know every single thing about these robots every single time, but I try to learn as much as I can, and sometimes I learn in the videos, and we learn together. So I just really, really do love what I do. I want to be able to give you the honest answers or the honest reviews on these products. Do I believe in them? Yes, I do. I'm trying not to get anything sent to me for free. Sometimes I do get a couple things sent to me for free. I won't review it unless I believe in it. But I will disclose that. If somebody does send it to me for free, I will say this was sent to me for free, but I will try to tell you that I won't review it unless I actually believe in it. So again, thanks everybody for your support. I do use links. So that's how you can help support my channel. So I do buy these with my own money, but if you use the links in my description, it'll take you to Amazon, Shark Ninja, or Walmart. And if you end up purchasing the product using my link, I'll get a small commission from the sale. Now, the product won't cost you anymore, but it is a way of supporting me by giving me a little bit of commission off the sale. I really, really do appreciate that. But again, I am an affiliate with those companies, and I do earn money off of commissions. I want to make that very, very clear. And I will disclose if somebody gives me a product, I'll disclose that. Now there's a next step, which I don't know if I'll be into it or not, but we'll see, is being sponsored. That's when a manufacturer pays me to do a video. Now I haven't done those yet. And if I do that, I have to disclose that also, and I will early in the video, so you'll get an idea. But again, maybe in the future, I don't know. We're on this journey together. Again, I really do appreciate everybody's support. I'm learning as I go, and I really do appreciate comments. A third of this video is because somebody left a comment about the iRobot navigation, which, again, I thought I knew, and I didn't. So I thank you. Comments, please leave your comments if there's something I'm doing wrong. If there's a better explanation, please leave the comment. I don't mind at all. I'll incorporate it into the next video. Again, I just really love what I do, and I'm so thankful for everybody. And I just love that we're on this journey together to come up with the best products with honest reviews. That's kind of a theme I'm going for. I know it's been kind of all over the place a little bit, but that's kind of a theme I'm going for. I do how-tos and how to fix, but I'm starting to get into a lot of reviews, and I want my Just a Dad brand to be a respected brand, that it's going to be an honest review. I may not know everything, and I may be wrong on some things once in a while, but at least I'm coming to you from a place of honesty and just trying to be genuine about these reviews. So again, I really, really do appreciate everybody's support, and thanks for watching.